In 2019, there will be almost 1.8 million new cancer cases diagnosed and over 600,000 cancer deaths in the United States. While some people might find those numbers very disheartening, the inspiring people here at the Calabasas Relay for Life, which fundraises for the American Cancer Society, consider those numbers a call to action. Hi, I'm Laura Nickerson, and welcome to our CTV special on the Calabasas Relay for Life. So this cause is very personal to you.
Yes, it is. Cancer affects all of us, and I'm no exception. My family and I lost so many dear friends. One of my best friends from college, my mother-in-law, my uncle who swore me in when I was sworn in as mayor the first time, and right now a very, very dear friend of mine is fighting very hard, and we're all supporting him here today as well. You'll see the survivor lap here, which is incredible. It's grown. Each year it's getting bigger and bigger, which is a fantastic thing. But they're, of course, they're in my heart always, in my mind always, and especially a day like today. But it really is one of the most important events we have in our city. It brings a new generation of kids each year to come and learn and help raise awareness and funds, of course, to help defeat cancer. And the goal is that at the end of the whatever it's going to be, we're here celebrating with a giant party because we don't have to relay anymore.
Wouldn't that be amazing if this was something we didn't have to do anymore in 10 years?
It would be incredible.
Why is it important that the city participates in an event like this?
This is one of those events that really makes me so proud about this city. It brings out our young people, our seniors, everyone in between to say we care about each other. We're going to work to make everybody feel better and comfortable and hopefully someday find a cure for this horrible disease that affects almost everyone in our community through their family. Someone has been affected. And to see people come out and give their time is really one of the most important things we do.
I see a lot of young people here, and I'm interested to know, do you think this is something that we can bring through the schools, through the young people in the area, so that they're aware and they're continuing the struggle against cancer as we move forward?
Well, it's two things. It's one, not only the learning about healthcare and about cancer and about finding a cure, but it's also teaching a culture of charity and a culture of giving, and that's why I think it's so important. And the Cancer Society and the Relay for Life people have done a wonderful job contacting the schools, having the students out here participating. I mean, the vast majority of the participants are from our schools, and it's something I think they'll take with them the rest of their lives.
And what does this mean to you personally when you come and see the community out here supporting such a great cause?
Well, people think about Calabasas, they think about, it's movie stars and all this stuff. What I think about is the people that live in this town and what they care about and the kind of caring, loving, thoughtful people that we have. And this kind of event is just the perfect example of that.
Relay for Life is a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society and communities around the globe. The purpose of it is to honor cancer survivors, remember loved ones lost, and fight back against the disease of cancer. Plus, the funds raised will help the American Cancer Society work toward a mission of eliminating cancer and will support much-needed services in our community. The event features teams taking turns walking the path at Juan Bautista Dianza Park in Calabasas between the hours of 10 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. to symbolize the ongoing fight against cancer. The day-long fundraiser also features survivor and caregiver laps, luminaria lighting to remember those we've lost, activities, games, music, and booths from sponsors. And the whole thing is kicked off by the moving opening ceremony. So what brings you out here on this beautiful day supporting the Relay for Life?
Well, Relent for Life is very personal to me. My mom died of cancer when I was 15 years old, and that has shaped my life. So anytime that I have an opportunity to support a worthy cause such as this, you count me in.
So now you're a mother and daughter, correct? Does it mean more to be here together supporting this cause?
I think so. I think it's a good thing for a lot of families to do, to come out and just support other families who whose lives have been touched by cancer.
Definitely, definitely. It means a lot to me that she could share this with me so that she sees what it feels like to be fundraising for a community.
So the movie theme has given you this booth. Tell me about that.
We decided to do Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We thought it was a unique idea, and so all of our raffle items are related to Ferris Bueller's movie, and we have decorations, so yeah.
When you decided to volunteer for this, what was that process like? There's a million things you could be doing on your Saturday, but this.
I think a lot of us have really been touched by this organization, and a lot of us have had experiences with family members who have gone through cancer or passed away from it, and I think it's really been something that touched all of us, and all of us can do together, and that all of us kind of have in common, and it's such an amazing organization that we've all been able to be a part of.
What does it mean to you at the end of this day? You'll go home, you'll be exhausted, but what will have you taken home with you from this?
I think just the memories we make with each other, and the memories we make for this cause. It's such an important cause, and we're doing it with the people we love to hang out with, and I remember I come home every relay so happy, and I'm always exhausted because I've been just doing so much stuff all day, but it's so fun. Yeah, it's definitely one of the best things I've done in high school.
So what brings your office here to support this cause?
We love Mayor Shapiro and all the folks out here in Calabasas, and wanted to be here. For me personally, my dad's a survivor, was a survivor, and I've done some of these relays, and it's a really great event. Raises a ton of money for a great cause. And so we wanted to just come recognize the work of the organizers and everyone who's been a part of making this event a great success.
And do you think that people that are here in the community, are they able to reach out to the assembly member in some way? Is there some kind of support that we can ask for?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the reasons we're here is to make sure folks are aware of what we offer, and we're here to provide constituent service. Our website and our main contact email go straight to my phone and all of our staff, and we're always here to help. It's assemblymember.gabriel@assembly.ca.gov, and we're happy to provide high quality constituent service, and anything we can do with a state agency or a state department, we're happy to help out.
So tell me, how are we going to outlaw cancer?
We're going to outlaw it by continuing to raise funds so that we can do more and more research. But the difference between American Cancer Society and other fundraisers, we don't just do research. We provide programs such as getting you to your appointments. If you're a woman, we help you with your makeup and hair and do other things. If you're a gentleman with prostate cancer, we have somebody you can talk to who's experienced the same thing. And we just have to keep pounding money into research.
It's very important, and you have known that personally because you're wearing a survivor shirt. Tell me about that.
I'm a two-time survivor, throat cancer at the age of 19, and 2 years ago, bladder cancer, and I'm clear.
That's amazing news. It's amazing news. What were a couple of things that helped you get through those processes?
The Cancer Society, the people around me, cheering me on, giving me advice, and certainly good doctors, more than anything else.
Yeah. So share with me your personal cancer story.
My personal cancer story, number one, I was diagnosed when I was 30 years old with uterine cancer, which is one of the most deadly forms of cancer that anyone can get. Most people don't survive it. I ignored it. I went home, sat in the bathtub at a friend's house, and washed it out of my body, because this is what you do when you hear the words, "you have cancer." Talked to my doctor. He said, if you don't take care of this in the next 6 months, you won't be here in 5 years. if I'm going to die, I need a vacation. I'm running a pharmacy at the time on Wilshire Boulevard in St. Andrews in the middle of mid-Wilshire. And I told my boss, I said, I'm leaving, I have to go on a vacation because I may die. He says, well, where are you going? I said, I'm going to go to Cancun. I'm going to go to Playa Blanca. I'm just going to go to Club Med and become a GO. And I'll see you in 6 months. Because if I'm dying, I have to live first. After 5 other opinions, after coming back home, I had surgery. I was very, very fortunate that I'm here today. And that was 1978 when I had that.
You were diagnosed, though, a second time, and
Re-diagnosed in 2009 with HER2 positive breast cancer, which is a very rare form of breast cancer. When my surgeon said, I feel a lump, I said, that's great, give me all the particulars, everything I need to do tomorrow, because I happen to be late for an ACS, American Cancer Society, unit council meeting that I'm supposed to be leading, and I'm 20 minutes late. Just give my husband, who is with me, the information, because I got to get out of here. I went to the unit council meeting with my husband. You're late. And I said, yeah, I was just re-diagnosed. And I got this, are you kidding me? And I said, no, I'm not kidding. I'm very, very serious. So after 52 weeks of infusion therapy, surgery, radiation, chemo, here I am today.
how do you keep your hopes up through something like that?
I tell myself that I'm better than cancer.
How does the American Cancer Society help you when you're in the throes of it, before, afterwards, when you're dealing with the aftermath?
I fortunately started with ACS way back. And when I say way back, I'm talking about the 80s with Daffodil Days. My dad was also diagnosed with lung cancer in 1989. I called the American Lung Association. They referred me to the American Cancer Society. That was my first jump in the pond with the American Cancer Society, and most people in their jobs are not trained as well as what they gave me for free to be a volunteer. They are an amazing organization. They put their foot forward. They're here for us. I've never heard the word no. I've heard the words, I'm sorry, I can go on and on and on. But they have always been here to help. All you have to do is pick up the phone, ACS 2345, and that's with an 800 number in front of it, or go to the website, cancer.org. It's an amazing organization. We need to have everybody on board because we have to have research. We have to have healthcare taken care of. And it's just not about cancer today. It's about Alzheimer's. It's about heart. It's about children with autism. If we don't have our voices heard, we don't get what we need. So I really implore everyone to take $10 and join ACS CAN so your voice is heard.
If somebody were just diagnosed, what one piece of advice would you give them?
The one piece of advice that I would give them, if they need to talk to someone and they don't feel that it's their doctor that they really want to ask all of these questions to, or they're too afraid to sit down and talk to their family, pick up the phone, call the American Cancer Society. There are people who have gone through what we're going through, who know the story because we've lived the story.
It all starts right here with these 3 incredible women who've put together this event. What does it take to put on something like this?
It takes a lot of help from our whole community. It's so much bigger than just the 3 of us. It's teenagers, it's survivors, it's American Cancer Society, and our city. It's been amazing.
So what does it take, though, time-wise? How many people are involved?
There are a lot of people involved. I think we have about 25 on our leadership committee. And then that's all the people then there's all the people that are the team captains that are also involved, that organize their teams. And of course, all the help we get from the American Cancer Society as well.
How many people are you hoping will show up today?
Oh, lots. I hope, it reaches out, and it's just starting. So we are hoping that it really reaches out to people outside of Calabasas too who can come and support this great cause.
Where do the funds go once they're raised?
Actually, we have a whole booth on that, so be sure and stop by later. 100% of our proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. They fund three major things: research, patient support, and caregiver support.
It really is hard to describe the incredible, inspiring vibe here at this event. You know, if anyone can bring an end to the suffering of cancer, it's these inspiring people. It makes perfect sense that the theme for Relay for Life is Relay for Life, No One Fights Cancer Alone. If you'd like to donate or learn more about volunteering, visit relayforlife.org/CalabasasCA. I'm Laura Nickerson. Thank you for joining me for this Relay for Life 2019 special here on CTV.